So today, I got a request to do a video regarding zodiac signs and relationships. So here goes. Stay tuned. You already know. Blip, blip, blip. Get into a very brief history about the signs. I could do an entire segment on astrology and all of that, but I'm not really trying to do that. And that's it. Just for time constraints, I'm just going to get into the signs, a little background info, how they interact, and that's going to be that. So as we all know, there's 12 signs, 12 months. Each of these 12 signs, they're broken down into 4 elements. You have fire, you have air, you have water, and you have earth. Fire signs consist of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The earth signs consist of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The air sign consists of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the water signs consist of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Now this diagram that I'm about to show you shows the most complementary of the signs. Now this diagram also shows the polar opposites. It's also thought to be sometimes like a good pairing when you have signs that are, I guess, 6 months opposite. So say for instance, a person born in January, which in the beginning of January, they're considered a Capricorn. So 6 months past January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July is a water sign and Capricorn's an earth sign. Now these are typically the best matches because there's a science actually behind the signs. I try to come up with 3 types of compatibilities for the signs. The natural compatibility, basically it shows how the signs of the same element are interacting, and it's natural because the same signs pretty much understand how they operate. So Gemini and a Gemini might be better off understanding each other because they know the Gemini knows the Gemini, as the Cancer knows the Cancer, etc., etc. The second type of compatibility is oppositional, and that's what I just explained previously. The saying goes, the opposites attract. So the month that you were born in, 6 months in advance, that's your polar opposite. Yeah, so that's basically it. These polar opposites, or these oppositional opposites, they say that they compose of one of the strongest attractions. I can say that is true from my experiences, yada yada yada. The last type of compatibility is dealing with your natal chart. That's dealing with birth charts, time you were born, all of your, your moon sign, this, your ascendant, all of that other stuff. Like astrology is a whole thing. So right now what I'm gonna get into is the 12 pairings of the signs and their most compatible partners. Aries and Gemini, Taurus and Cancer, Gemini and Leo, Cancer and Virgo, Leo and Libra, Virgo and Pisces, Libra and Aquarius, Scorpio and Capricorn, Sagittarius and Aries, Capricorn Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces and Scorpio. So as stated before, signs that have the same element are naturally compatible because they understand each other the best. In addition, now this is how I look at it, right? So we have the four elements: air, earth, fire, water. Let's think about it in a common sense way. Air and fire is a good match. Why? Because fire needs air to spread. Fire needs air to breathe, so to speak. That's a natural compatibility. Water needs earth to form shape, to make a shape. So without, like, water is formless. Water only takes the form of whatever it's in. So when you put water in a cup, it takes the form of the cup. When you put water in a tube, it takes the form of the tube. It becomes a river because of the earth around it. It couldn't be a river without the earth around it. Think about what I'm saying. So earth and water, they're compatible because they need each other. So we're gonna do fire and earth and see what happens. Fire's gonna burn over earth. That's not gonna be as harmonious a pairing as we'd like it to be. Just like fire and water. Water puts out fire. Like if fire's going, you put water in it, it's a null and void situation, right? That's not a good pairing. Air and earth, or air and water. Air and earth causes a sandstorm, tornado, what have you, and air and water is a typhoon. Just think about it. When the air hits, high volumes of air hit the water, that's what happens. What else? So yeah, that's basically it. I'm not a horoscope head to that degree. I do think that signs outside of these connections or these pairings have the ability to make it work, but it requires much more understanding, much more communication, much more energy. Why is that? Because if you come from a non-compatible, if you're in a non-compatible relationship or situation with someone, then you have to work a little bit harder because you guys don't easily mesh like a puzzle piece. You guys don't connect right in between each other. So like fire and earth, right? Now fire and earth, it's like an Aries, say an Aries and a Taurus, right? Now they're both known for being bullheaded. Bang, bang, bang. So what type of relationship do you think that they're going to have? There's a possibility that the relationship could be volatile. But this is only a paper, right? This is only on paper. The two most important things I would say is your upbringing, how you were raised, your parents, whomever that raised you, and your environment. Those are the two most prevailing factors in life. Horoscopes is cool, but the most prevalent or prevailing factors are your environment and your upbringing. So if you had a very dysfunctional household, it's possible that you might attract dysfunctional relationships regardless of sign. If you come from a very loving household, it's probable that you're going to get into a loving relationship. That's what you're going to attract because that's what you know. So a lot of times, you know, people get stuck on, oh, you're this, you're that, I can't talk to you. That's not generally true. It's that you would have to exert more energy and put more effort and work into it to make it work with that person. That's outside of the normal connection. So that's basically it to wrap up Zodiac signs and relations. If you have any questions or comments or whatever the case may be, you know, comment below. Leave a comment below. And yeah, that's it. I think, you know, we're going to see you next time. You know what? I am him. I am him. Holla at me.